I haven't journaled anything that's worth like sharing really. It's more just like, oh yes, I realized something. I am not good at feeling my emotions, and I am not aware of whether I don't have emotions to feel currently actively, or if I'm so focused on 75 hard and getting it done that I'm pushing all of my emotions to the side. So a lot of my journaling is more of like what's happening in my life and just keeping track of that. And I am feeling things, but I'm not like, I'm feeling very like how kids process emotions. It's just like, things are good, things are bad. I'm happy, I'm sad. I know why I'm upset. And so it's more of like deconstructing, like, why is that making me upset, and understanding. And then once I understand it, it's more of just like, well, why am I feeling that in the first place? So then I stop feeling it. I don't know. I'm not like waking up with an emotion. I'm waking up and it's like I want to go back to bed. Like I'm exhausted. Yeah, like I really have to force myself into being like, well, how am I feeling? Because overall, like I think I'm okay, you know, which I don't think is a bad thing. Also, I'm going on a trip next week. You're gonna see me on a flight and having my first day in Colorado. I made some friends in Greece last year, and yeah, this is my first time traveling for them. Often they end up in New York City and I live in New York City, so I host a couple people, but this time I'm going to be meeting up with Carrie and Indira.
I think my goal is just to get a rally going, not to look good, not proper form, just to keep putting the ball back. And my backswing is so bad that maybe I should work on that. Also, I'm not playing tennis rules, so if it bounced more than twice, I'm okay with that. I'm definitely hitting this like a baseball, and I shouldn't do that.
Time to part my hair. This is a whole setup, but I'll let you know how I do it. It took me a second, but I figured it out. So on my laptop stand, I put my iPad mini, but I have that screen mirroring onto my laptop, so I can see the back of my head while watching TV.
Who else was in the
first one
Wiz?
was with Diana Ross, right?
There's the Wiz, Michael Jackson.
He's called The Wiz?
Oh my God! I must be a nepo baby because I expect everybody to give me everything.
Anxiety got the best of me. I've been spending the majority of the day just like trying to braid on the phone with some friends, trying to calm down and like crying, if you can tell. I have 7 braids left, so I'm almost done. I canceled my plans for today because my anxiety is worse than me not being ready. The thing with anxiety is like part of me just feels really bad for myself as I'm experiencing it, because it's just like, oh, it's so sad that like your body is so scared and I don't know what to do. So part of like watching YouTube is to relax by disassociating a bit, which is pretty sad, but that's, I think, what I need right now. I feel like my heart's breaking, you know? Alas. It is 8:21 on the dot. I literally just closed my last braid. I think it looks really, really good. My anxiety has not subsided. I keep like calming down and then getting worse, and then honestly, like at some point I just need to get it out of my hands, you know? I don't know how else to phrase it, but it's like I've been battling a lot of internal thoughts, and then someone poked at an insecurity, and now I'm just like, oh, you want me dead? But I hope that's not actually true. So I'm gonna take my time to just process this and not respond out of emotion.
My anxiety is not better. It's actually worse than it was last night. But, you know, I'm about to go to my aunt's house so that I can have some comfort. Well, we'll see how much help that is. I've never done this before, but that's okay. First time for everything, and you know, maybe it works. Later on today, I'm going to an event with one of my friends. This is like the start to my birthday celebrations, so I'm really excited. This year, how I'm choosing to celebrate is by like just one-on-one time with all of my friends. I was hoping to start earlier this week, but my friend declined. I'm not like saying it's my birthday thing until like the time has come, you know? I don't want people to feel like they have to. I'd rather spend my birthday with people who truly want to spend time with me and are excited to spend time with me, which is why it's a surprise to most people. I know it's kind of slimy, but yeah, like if you wouldn't want to hang out with me on a regular day, then I don't think you deserve to celebrate my actual birthday with me. That's how I see it, and you can see it differently for yourself. But yeah, so I'm gonna take some time. I just finished my half hour of editing. I look swollen as hell because yes, I have been crying.
And in my journal entry, I kind of just spoke to myself about my 75 hard in the sense of like, first of all, congratulations to myself for making it more than halfway through. Yay! What day is today? Today's the 39th day of 75 hard, which is quite an exciting feat. I made it a little more than halfway through, and I'm really proud of myself. I feel like I'm almost there. It wasn't perfect, but I think I did a great job, and I'm doing a great job. So very excited for myself. Apparently I enjoy giving myself anxiety. It is currently 5:22. My plane leaves at 7, starts boarding I think at 6:20, and I need breakfast. I don't know why I thought I could walk to another terminal. That's not possible. I think this is a shuttle bus. But I need breakfast very badly. I need to get to Terminal B. One thing about me, I'm gonna fall off in the airport. Because of the maintenance issues, they asked us to deboard because they didn't want to keep us on the plane just in case it took over the estimated time. And the new departure time is an hour and a half after the intended departure time. I'm not gonna lie, I do have like a bit of anxiety. This is like the first time this has happened to me, but called my mom and she just let me know that like this happens all the time. The pilots were even calm. The people at the desk were very calm. Again, it's better to know before we fly out, because if we were up in the sky and that was an issue, that would have been very, very dangerous. So grateful, very, very grateful to have caught it before we left. It does not help my body from feeling very, very scared. Did a lot this morning. Was very, very active. Might as well just say I did my exercise, and I literally made it in the nick of time. As you saw from the last clip, I made it with 1 minute and 30 seconds to spare before they closed the boarding gate. I don't know how much of a problem it would have actually been now that the plane has deboarded. Because now I have an extra hour-ish. I am going to do a little bit of editing, a little bit of stretching, because it's going to be a real stiff ride. I also saw in the row in front of me was only one person, so I'm hoping to steal that seat instead of being in the middle seat. Everything's okay. I just need my body to feel it. I was just having a conversation with someone the other day where if I could like logically explain my anxiety away, I would be a very calm person. I miss being a calm person. I'm glad I have videos of me being a calm person. But now I'm just a little ball of anxiety.
Oh my god, now I see it.
Do you see it, Art? No, I feel like an idiot.
It's not the whole thing. It's like
Oh, just the head?
Where like the hole is.
yeah.
Oh.
It looks like they're kissing.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's cute.
It looks like fish. How is it?
It's kind of like sparkling soda. Is it
That's
weird?
crazy.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Oh, it's flashing.
I just waterboarded myself.
Art, I think, do I have green in my head?
Is there green in my head? We are going into the arcade.
punching stance, right?
Yeah.
You want to hit it so that it falls that way.
So that it falls
Yeah.
that way. So here.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh!
Player one.
All right.
Okay. Free ball.
These are all different artists. We got bubbles and some candy.
Oh yeah. Can I try this? I know, you're killing it.
Who needs a bubble gum when you have
So we're at Walgreens and we have different kinds of air. So this one's outdoors, this one's natural, pink grapefruit, menthol eucalyptus, and rosemary. My thinking is that maybe when you're sick, this will actually do wonders, but you can't bring aerosols on the plane, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just try and order it online if I'm ever feeling sick and remember this. There's also peppermint, little bitey peppermint one.
Is it a gobble of turkeys? No, right? Is it a murder of turkeys? What is a turkey?
Crow.
Crow?
Murder is crow.
What's a turkey group?
Picture's so funny and cute.
Oh, that was so cute. I've never been on one of these. I'm gonna jump off. Woo! Wow!
I'm on vacation, but I am working a little bit because I didn't want to take time off because I need money. Gotta love capitalism. So this morning I started off by editing for half an hour. Today we're going paddleboarding. I did wrap up my meeting and I'm just gonna be editing the series. I think I might be done before they get back. I don't know when they're coming back, but finished my meetings. So I'm good to go when they are, and it'll be great. I leave tomorrow, and so I don't know what that looks like exactly. And I know Carrie's gonna drop me off at the airport, and that is quite a drive. So I'm so grateful for her for taking the time and hosting me and commuting with us, because it's not an easy feat to be a host of a trip, and she's doing it so well, and I love her dearly, and so grateful to have met her and to spend even more time with her. Same with Indira. But it's great having such beautiful humans in your life, you know? They're people you just want to cherish and spend as much time with, even when you're so far away from each other. Again, do wish that I stayed here for longer, but I think I'm okay. I think it's difficult for me to do my 75 hard and work and be here. So I'm doing the best that I can, and getting back into my routine will definitely be helpful for me. But I'm grateful to have this time and be in this moment. And I'm gonna continue to just be happy that I'm here for now before worrying about other things.
Birthday, dear Art. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Yay! Happy many more. Not 16. We're going 100.
Thank you guys.
Yes, happy birthday.
Okay, love you.
So sweet. Yes. If I see someone cry, I might start crying. So. Straddle? So I'll start straddle.
I can imagine.
Okay. It's fine. Push out, and then you can sit cross-legged with your legs out front.
So Carrie and Indira and I came to a lake and we're paddleboarding. I learned how to do it first, and I even Indira's standing up.
Oh my gosh, she's standing up. Eee. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, we're paddleboarding and it is so beautiful. I wish I took a camera out with me, and I will be. I forgot an SD card for my little action camera. I have it with me, just not on me. And that's what I hate the most, is I brought it all the way here and I forgot about it. But that's okay. The sun is so hot. It's like almost 90 degrees today. But this is so peaceful and cute. And I'm whispering because it is so quiet around here and everyone can hear me if I talk at normal volume. But no, it is beautiful and I'm so excited to just get a couple of photos. I'm gonna bring my action cam because if I brought my phone, I'm fearful that I will drop it. But it is so beautiful out here. Ah, we're really out here. There she go. Look how pretty it is. I'm like trying to keep you still while also trying to paddle. This is very difficult. So it was a very quick goodbye. I recorded literally none of it. There's so much love in our friendship and it makes me feel good. There's certain people who bring out different characteristics in you, and I think Carrie and Indira truly bring out like my kinder side and my gentler side. And that isn't to say I'm not always kind and gentle. Well, no, I'm never really gentle. It's always nice to like be with people who truly just radiate joy and care and compassion, and you're kind of like feeding off of that energy and replacing it yourself, and it's like just cyclical to feel all of that love all at once. And I'm really sad that my trip was so short, but grateful to have had it, and I hope we can make this an annual thing. That would be really, really cute. It has been so long since I've spoken to you, haven't spoken to you today. So long story short, woke up with some of the worst anxiety I've dealt with in a while. So I like sprinted out of bed and started my walk. From there, I just, I don't even remember how my day went. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Yeah, my anxiety has just been like not well today, but I think I just needed to sit with my feelings. I'm feeling better now, but I also like took some vitamins that are supposed to help with anxiety. So I think that just finally kicked in. So hopefully by tomorrow morning I'm feeling better, and definitely need to do a room tidy. Like it is horrible in here. Like it's really bad. If you're curious, I will definitely show you the vitamins that I took to help me with my anxiety. It's been a really rough day. It was like heart racing. I was shaking like nonstop. And by the time I calmed down, I just really wanted to cry. Didn't cry. Probably should have cried. But then like my brain started like booting back up again and my hands were pretty bad. So I just needed to not focus on anything. Today is my second day in a row waking up with like some major anxiety. Less extreme than it was yesterday, which is nice, but not great waking up with your body in fight or fight. Because of my anxiety, I wrecked my room. So yesterday I kind of just sat and like felt all of my emotions, but today I'm going to tidy up my room some. I recently got invited to a wedding, and by recently is I've known about it for months, but I was scared that I actually wasn't invited. So that's, I think, happening end of November, as long as they didn't move the date. So I'm like starting to panic about like wedding dresses because I need to find one before I leave beginning of November. So things I want to do today is tidy up my room. That's a must. And if I can like do the reset that I wanted to have a few weeks ago, that would be actually spectacular. I need your compassion here because I'm typically messy, not gross, but this is kind of gross. It's leaning more towards gross. I like could not get up and wash my plates for the past 2 days. Luckily I eat my plates clean, so there isn't much on here but like grease, but still that's food in my room. So I'm gonna wash these this morning. I really want just instant help when it comes to anxiety. I know like taking that time to like breathe helps, but when you're sitting here for like a full hour feeling like you're shaking, about to cry, and you need to go on a run, it's kind of disheartening, because like how much time do I need to feel safe? And why don't I feel safe? And I hate feeling like this. And there's only so much I can do to really help myself in these situations. I just wish I had like instant options, because I can sit here and breathe forever, but I want to feel calm again. And I'm hoping I don't have to develop a dependency on like any drugs, just for like my own mentality on how I think drugs work. If they work for you, I love that for you. I just don't want to try them just yet. I think I'm gonna wait until it's debilitating for me to try, but if I can still function and be okay with functioning with my anxiety, then I'm gonna be good. It subsided a lot. It only happened sporadically, but recently it's just been happening every morning, and it's not a great place to be in.
This is a safe space. I spent the last 2.5 hours scrolling trying to find a wedding dress, because I've been invited to 2 different weddings, one in Florida and one in upstate New York. The one in upstate New York is happening November. The one in Florida is happening in February. And I'm realizing I'm ill-prepared for both. So I don't know what the attire is, but I want it to be appropriate. I want it to be elegant enough to be a wedding. What sucks is I think I look fantastic in white. I don't think any bride on their wedding day is going to agree with me. I'm also like not the best at recording today because I am still feeling anxious. And I think like having a hyperfixation is helping me tremendously, which is fine. All of this is fine. I'm just like trying to make it through the day and keep doing that forever. And hopefully it doesn't feel like a struggle moving forward.
I'm feeling less anxious, which is fantastic. It was to the point where I was like shaking pretty bad. So I'm calmed down. Right now it's just like my mind is working a mile a minute, which I can handle that. So I'm gonna stay over at my friend's. I hope that audio wasn't trash. Sorry, but I'm gonna stay over at my friend's house. This is gonna be my first time staying in the west side of New York. So that's gonna be fun. Me and being tech savvy are like this today. I was just chatting here to myself. Granted, nothing was super pertinent information, but would have been nice to have an option to hear it back. I'm exhausted. I know it's because I haven't eaten the past few days, and so I'm like very nervous about doing this workout class. Last time I worked out with my friend, it took me out for about 2 weeks. Yeah, my legs were not well, and I do have to walk upstairs to get into my apartment. I did not leave my apartment for a really long time, and quite frankly, anytime I got a package, I regretted ever spending money, for the sheer fact that I would have to go down those stairs and pick them up because I just finished working out with my friend. You know, like that's how bad it was. Took me a long time to recover. So really nervous, but I know it'll turn out well. I forgot that I owned Uggs, and I'm so inclined to like dress them up. I don't even know how comfortable they are. I have not worn Uggs since maybe 2011. It's been a hot minute. This friend doesn't like being on camera or the internet, so I'm not gonna record, but when we're alone tomorrow morning, we'll see each other again. I'm feeling some scratchiness in my throat. It started last night. Woke up this morning, had a little bit of like lemon ginger tea from like a concentrate, so it was like hella sweet. And that's basically been my morning. My battery's dying, so I'm gonna switch this out very soon. I'm currently at my friend's house, as you can see. Yesterday we went like immediately as soon as I got here, we moved over to the gym so that we can do a workout class. I felt targeted by the instructor, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then I told my friend that, and she's like, yeah, he was kind of targeting you. And I was like, oh, hate that for me. But I was just trying to take my time, because last time I went to work out with her, I was dead for like 2 weeks. I didn't want to experience that again. So I'm a little sore today, which is like a manageable amount of sore. So this is kind of where I wanted to be. Granted, I know tomorrow's gonna be even worse, but I'd rather have this amount of sore now, because like last time I was dead and I don't want that again. I like laid down while watching YouTube videos, and
I felt like a ball of mucus build up in my throat, and so I just came to spit it out. And I think I'm just gonna try and shower. Intense shower, like wet my head in like boiling hot water and just hopefully let that steam clear me up just the tiniest bit. I'm drinking just hot water today. I'm not feeling too hot, and I'm just gonna allow myself to feel not great. So I'm staying indoors all day, and hopefully it helps me feel better.
Quite awful. It's hard to fathom a person like yourself who even wants to do it. Just look away, look away.
Exercise and editing are both something that I would like to do for a half hour every day for my 75 hard. This is gonna be the first time that I do both at the same time. Because I honestly just want to sleep. I just want to sleep. So I'm gonna take this time to edit and work out. And then I'm gonna journal, and I think I'm done for the day. Honestly, I feel like I'm in so much pain. I feel like I'm in so much pain. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna journal for a little bit, and then I'm gonna throw on more of that show I'm watching. I'm gonna see if there's anything that they have for like my sick. I have to journal and I have to stretch. I am gonna get my stretch on, but I did want to mention I really thought I was gonna come through and give you like classic New York adventures in like a recognizable New York City. This entire weekend went from like Sex in the City to Sick in the City. I hate it here. Oh my god. Okay. I have some food that I want to cook up, but I don't have the energy to just be standing, so I think I'm just gonna go back to bed. Not the healthiest option, but it's what I got, you know. I read, I journaled, I walked. I'm gonna edit for half an hour, and I'm gonna stretch, and I'm definitely just gonna sleep for the rest of the day. I don't feel well. I look awful. I feel worse than I look. My ear's clogged. That's basically it. But because my ear's clogged, I've been like kind of wobbly all morning, which is fun. So fun. I really just want to go back to bed. And I'm definitely gonna use one of my sick days for work today so I don't have to. Because I can't. I really cannot. Ugh. Started prepping some HelloFresh. It's really loud, I'm sorry. But yeah, I sat there, I chopped everything, and then I was like, I sat on the floor and I'm like, this is gonna take me forever to cook. And then I remembered I started chopping everything so that I didn't have to cook immediately after. So, kind of saved myself. I'm gonna nap for a little bit. The food was smelling so good, I had to come and check on it. Yeah, it's ready. That's ready. So, let's have some lunch. Literally burning. Literally about to burn. Get a good biscuit in here. Get some nice stuffing in here. Here she is. Here she is. Final taste test. That's very good. Got some biscuit. Burnt. But it's good. So we're gonna be trying the Olipop Ridge Rush. I don't know what this is gonna taste like other than citrusy. It says an exhilaration fusion of lemon, lime, and orange juice creates an energizing blast of flavor that'll gear you up for your next adventure. My question is, does this have caffeine? Green tea. I think I'm okay. That's the weakest pop I've heard in a minute. Ooh, that smells citrusy and minty, which is a good combo, but it also smells prebiotic-y, which is not my favorite thing. It's not as bad as my face just made it seem. I promise. But it's not good. It's like if orange juice and mint tried to taste like a cookie. That's what this tastes like. Oh, I'm not a fan of that. It tastes like
citrusy sweet cheese. This is probably not a great description, but it's also not a great beverage. I think I'm gonna stop buying prebiotic sodas because I actually just don't like them at all. But I have one more in the fridge, but I'll worry about that when I worry about that. I have never been more grateful not to have a fire alarm in sight. I just finished cooking my dinner and I look around and it's all smoky in here, which you cannot see either. Great, because I'm a fantastic cook. For dinner, I cooked up this dill chicken from HelloFresh. I'm nervous about it. The dill wasn't up to par quality-wise. The green beans weren't up to par quality-wise. There were some potatoes that were lacking. I'm really nervous about it. I've been very anxious today. Specifically, I just started spiraling. I started thinking about so many things and I'm just like, I'm unprepared for life, which frankly, so is everyone on this planet. And even with the logic, I cannot break or shake that feeling. Oh, I'm terrified. This chicken isn't cooked all the way. Okay, it is cooked all the way. Well, the small part is cooked all the way. Okay, it is cooked all the way. I just would have preferred to cook it longer by like a minute or two, just for my sanity. Oh, that is raw. That is crudo. I'm not eating that. I'm gonna eat the cooked parts, gonna toss the non-cooked parts, and hope that I don't feel sick after. No, I'm not gonna show you, but parts of it are cooked. You know what? I'm not gonna risk it. Why eat food that you don't know is cooked? And also doesn't taste good. I've had worse HelloFresh meals, but this is not good. I'm not a fan. Anyway, my anxiety. So it started off with like the content I'm creating and how I want to present myself online. And I'm realizing that I don't take into account how I want to be online. I'm mostly taking account like the journey that I'm on and sharing that journey of like trying to better my life and different things that I'm trying and transitioning and and I feel like I'm all over the place, and there's nothing wrong with being all over the place. I just want to at least know that I look good, she says while wearing a snot covered hoodie. I love the journey that I'm on. I love that I'm willing to share not the brightest side of life, but I'm so sick of not living not the brightest side of life, you know? And I'm watching this YouTuber, Daniela Jordan, and I like her content, and I couldn't figure out why I like her content. And I'm like binge watching her entire channel because I'm literally going through an anxious rage and I need something to calm me down, and it's very much helping. And I realized like she is really positive, and I wish I was more positive like that. In a video, she responded to a comment that's basically like, how are you so positive? And she's like, I'm always excited for something. And I'm trying to do that. Like I've developed a new question for my friends to end a phone call, or at some point during a phone call to ask, what is it that you're excited for? And I think about that a lot, and there are things that I'm excited for, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm happy for that to even have something to be grateful for, because there was a point in time where I wasn't excited for anything other than like wanting to feel better in life. Things in my control, like making plans with friends and just having conversations with people, you know? Like when it comes to like how I'm portrayed online, I'm like, does anyone want to watch me being sad going through life, or being super anxious going through life? And because I'm not trying to do things to combat my depression or my anxiety. I'm just trying to live life, and I'm also experiencing those things. How do I phrase? It's more like these are things that are happening and things that I suffer through in order to still try and get to an end result. Something else I considered is, this is like tangential, like a little tip of it. With like being presentation forward, it's like maybe I should get laser. Super tangential. It's like put together laser. Like that's just like, should I get laser? And I'm like, well, it's winter's approaching, the best time to get laser, other than the fact that your hair is literally shed in the inside of your clothes. And it's like, how badly do I want laser? Quite frankly, not that bad. You know, I don't really remove a lot of my hair, and the hair that I do remove, I don't mind shaving. There's like a couple areas that I'm just like, it would be nice to not have hair grow there at all. And those I'm happily get lasered away. But laser is so expensive, I might as well do a whole package, you know? And that's been my pillars of like my anxious spiral just now, which at the end of the day, none of that matters. None of it matters. So why am I focusing on it? And even saying that doesn't calm me down. It doesn't, because it doesn't matter, but I'm still stressed about it. So now, do I allow myself to be stressed about it? Is it emotions, or is it actual anxiety? And I'm like putting myself through this little suffering for absolutely no reason. And this chicken is trash. This is not a good chicken. And I was like, once I eat, I'll calm down. This is actually making it worse. Because now I'm questioning if I'm even a good cook at all. And I know I am. I've made good dinners before, with and without a recipe. I shouldn't be having this crisis. It's like 7 p.m. Anyway, that's where I'm at. And I'm pretty positive the neighbors can hear me. So I'm gonna shut up and eat my dinner. And continue watching videos and hopefully not have a full-blown anxiety attack. Which I don't think I will. Haven't gotten that far yet. I don't know, this cooking thing might send me into a spiral, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I am feeling better. Less stuffy, less headachy, less drowsy, now that I know I was taking NyQuil. Why not read the label? Here's the thing, I know it was NyQuil, but in my head it's just like, medicine. I'm not thinking like for nighttime. Good to be knocked out. I feel like sleeping it off is very helpful, and it was very helpful. I'm glad I'm feeling more entertainer-y, because I was feeling very like the world is ending because maybe I should get laser. This brain, take it out. Lobotomy. Because I woke up with still like some lingering anxiety in me, and I'm like, why? Literally why? And then I realized like that Olipop that I had a bit of caffeine in it. And now I'm realizing, oh, like I'm like hypersensitive to caffeine now. I can drink room temperature water now. I didn't tell you that I couldn't before, so that is not a feat, but it is a feat. So I'm sharing. I'm like sometimes coughing, sometimes sneezing, but overall decent. Just mucusy, which is almost over. Yay!
I'm backlit, so forgive the not great lighting, but everyone's outside today. It's such a nice day. It feels like spring out, but it is fall. I'm walking along the pier, which is nice. I'm definitely going to do a little over half an hour today just because I was not keeping track of time or distance, but it's such a nice day. I kind of want to be outside.
Second to doing laundry, my least favorite chore are the floors. I'm grateful for this friend for letting me into her space, and for me this is like a significant thank you. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh yeah, like look what I'm doing for you. It's more of just like, as I'm sweeping, I'm just remembering like, this is not bothering me. This is like the easiest thing I can do for someone else, but the hardest thing to do for myself. And I need to think about that of like, how can I show myself gratitude in more ways, and ways that make me feel like it's an honor to take care of my own space. Because without hesitation, like I will go and do Alyssa's laundry right now, and she lives on like a 6th floor walk up or something like that. Like I will do it, just because I love her and I care about her, and if it's weighing on her heavy, I will do that on her behalf. No hesitation. I'd rather pull out my own tooth than go do lunch. I would not. What would I actually want? I'd rather eat like burnt chicken, like a shish kebab that was like burnt to a crisp, than go and do my own laundry. But I will, for the people I love and the people I care about and the people who have shown me so much love unnecessarily, willingly, and without hesitation, I will also do the things that I hate doing for myself for them, no hesitation. Good morning. I don't really know what this week is gonna look like. I feel like I paint a picture of what I think the week is, and then it doesn't exactly turn out that way. I just thought last week was gonna be good, and then it turned out to be a sick and anxious mess. Started anxious, went to sick, went back to anxious. Like this is like the trifecta, so I'm not gonna sit here and try and predict the future. I will see you at the cafe.
So I came to this cafe that isn't too far away, and I'm getting direct sunlight instead of like a shaded window. This is what I needed. I needed to feel like there's life in this world, and the sun would help with that. So I'm gonna try and get as much work as possible. I have a meeting in an hour and a half, so I'm gonna speed run as best as I can. I was in the zone working, and I look up and I see who I believe is Clark, and I wanted to say hi, but she had headphones in, but she looks so pretty in person. And I'm just assuming this was actually her because like as she was walking, I looked up and I only saw the side of her face, but like she's so beautiful that you can't really mistake her for anyone else. But there are people who look similar. All this to say, I have to walk back home. My battery's dying and my meeting starts in like 15 minutes. So I'm going to prep for that. And before I go, this tea, it tastes good, but it's unsweetened. So I need to get a sweetener because I don't know why they don't ask me if I want sweetener in my tea. Who drinks tea without sweetener? That's just a me thing. Anyway, see you soon.
I'm literally rushing for my meeting now, but I added honey to this, so hopefully it tastes better. The stick tastes better. The tea does not. Okay. They're kind of just chatting, and I'm muted and I'm off camera, so I'm going to talk to you for a little bit. My mom called me on my walk back, and she let me know that she's going to Vermont. So I think tomorrow I'm going to Vermont. Okay, we're actually starting the meeting, but that's the update. So our meeting just ended, and we had a chatty meeting today, which I appreciate because I learned so much today. But in the meeting, some of the discussions we had, I'm not even in break anymore. Hurricane Milton just happened, and we were discussing different ways to help, and some things that I wanted to talk about from our meeting that I found to be really useful, so I wanted to share. One, if you live near 42nd Street, there's a building, the theater that plays Aladdin. There are 2 water towers in it, and it does have like an emergency electricity backup power. So if there is like a citywide, nationwide emergency and you need shelter, going to that theater will be super helpful. Also, when it comes to natural disasters, the most helpful thing that you can donate, because people are often like just giving clothes that they don't use, is like new clothes, like new underwear, new socks, because they often don't have like volunteers or people who are there to sort through the donations. So in addition to just donating new items, also donating your time and being a volunteer to help out the people in need, which is something that I have been considering and something that I do want to actively pursue. And when it comes to the most valuable things to donate, it is money, blood, plasma, and I would argue your time, because people need help. And there aren't many people who want to help. There are people who want to throw things at them and hope for the best, but having people who will go through, do the sorting, assist the people who need help, with kindness, with time, with generosity. And it's something I'm definitely going to look into, especially with the holiday season rolling around. I do want to do these things before the holiday season. That is something that I've always wanted to do, but has never actively tried to do. And that is where I consider myself to be a not great person, because I want to try harder. It's not just saying you want to do things. Sometimes it's putting it into action. And that goes not just for your goals, but also for helping out the people you care about. And even people you haven't met. You know, just helping out people. It's not always just about you. And I said this to a friend the other day, but when it comes to like natural disasters, the closest I remember like planning for it is that one That's So Raven episode where the dad is just like, oh yeah, we do have like a earthquake survival kit, and he pulls out like their baby clothes, because the last time they planned for that was when Raven and Corey were toddlers. And I don't think my family has ever built a survival plan, and after watching After the World Ends or something like that, the one where Barack and Michelle Obama were executive producers on it and it was on Netflix. After watching that, I was just like, oh, this could happen. Like, I should create a plan, and then I didn't. I just, like, had anxiety for, like, a couple hours, and then called a friend who was like, yeah, you can make it to me, but we don't actually have a plan, and I need to, like, get a map. I need to read up on survival skills. Like, you know, little fun anxiety things. But I'd rather have the information and not need it than need it and not have it. So I do actually want to look into these things and make sure that I'm set and that I can create a plan where me, my family, my loved ones are safe. We have lunch. I'm not used to having green onions on everything, so this is a newer step for me, but wow. I need salt, pepper, and some cheese on top. Little crumble of cheese.
Guy dies first. My face is being eaten a lot.
I finished cleaning the bathroom. I just finished washing the dishes, and I don't want them to come home and like have to do things. I mentioned this in a previous video, but my mom instilled in me that when you leave your place for a vacation, that you clean your apartment before you go, so that when you come home, you get to relax and not have to worry about cleaning. And I just want to gift my friends the opportunity to not have to do anything other than maybe laundry. That is why I believe cleaning their apartment is a nice thank you even though they didn't ask me not to, they're just like, you don't have to do that. And I offered it to them, and they didn't decline. They just were polite. This was a cute, sweet little vacation away from home, and I'm so immensely grateful for it. It sucks that I got sick, but it was a nice break from being anxious with people around me. I could be anxious alone. I've been thinking a lot about my friendships while I'm here, for the sheer fact that I'm struggling with a relationship that I'm currently having with someone, a friend of mine, and it's to the point where I'm considering, are we even friends? And one thing about me is I will be quick to drop a friend. I went through the hardest friendship breakup of my life back in 2021, 2022-ish. Posted about it first Vlogmas throwback video, so Vlogmas Day 2 of 2022. Because of the end of that friendship, I know that I can withstand anything because of that friendship ending. I know how I want to be treated in my friendships and relationships, and I will not hesitate to stand up for myself and end a friendship if I feel it is not going to be beneficial to us both. I know I'm a good friend, and I have friends who tell me I'm a good friend. I would hope that if I were a bad friend, or if I was doing something to hurt my friends, they would feel comfortable enough to tell me, so that I can try and change and be there for them, or let them know that I can't change or won't change, and it's best that we go our separate ways. But I'm currently experiencing a friendship where I'm asking them to be a better friend to me, and I am not in a place to teach people how to love me and have them neglect what I'm telling them and say that I don't know how I want to be loved. I think that is insulting when I spend a lot of time making sure that I'm communicating my feelings, and it's been years of unlearning that people don't care about me and no one wants to be my friend, and realizing that I do need to communicate. Like, I do want a friendship, I do need this out of a friendship. Is this something that you can provide for me? And a recent life lesson of I'm okay ending a relationship that doesn't benefit us both. I feel like I'm losing a lot of people recently, and it sucks, but I have yet to regret a relationship being lost. I think the relationships that I have lost are from people who viewed me in a negative light and weren't willing to understand me, and I want to have a circle of people who care and want to understand. That's what I'm like going on in my head, and with those struggles, it's just like, wow, like, thank you so much to this friend for letting me stay in their apartment. It's given me peace when I felt so anxious. And I'm grateful for my friend for being like, hey, her mental health isn't well, I'm leaving, so maybe she can spend some time alone. And I took it, and I'm glad that she offered, and it wasn't like a dangling carrot, like it was a genuine offer. And to have friends who care in that way makes me feel so amazing, and it makes the pain of friends not caring much harder, you know? The warmth and joy that it means to me to have a friend like this that allowed me into their home, yeah, that means so much more than whatever pain that also comes with it that is alongside this joy. So anyway, finished with the dishes, and I'm going to write my little note, and then I'm gonna start packing everything away. Hiking in Uggs is wild, but didn't know that's the first thing we were gonna do today.
Come. Bye.
look, we're ready for Halloween. I don't even know if I like properly described why we're here. Long story short, a family friend of ours invited my mom to Vermont, and my mom invited me, and I said yes. I'm having such a wonderful time. We've been hiking, we've been shopping. It's been so beautiful, and this is what people mean when they love fall. The leaves changing, it's like not too chilly, but like definitely you need to bundle up a tiny bit. So the weather's fantastic. We've seen like Battle Monument as well. It is just so beautiful, a little bit historical, well, a lot of it historical, just my knowledge is not well. I don't have good knowledge on like the history of this place, but I'm loving it out here so far. I'm one of fall's haters, I'm gonna be so honest with you, but this makes me understand why people love fall. I'm not being converted, I'm just letting you know that I know why. This is the view, by the way. My head blocking the way and the angle not being appropriate. While I was away, I got a package. I got a shower head filter. Long story long, I was searching for filters, shower filters. The thing is, they did not look cute, and Sproos is a company that I've been eyeing for a second, and when I started looking again, they announced that their shower filters were available for pre-order. I wanted a specific color, and that color didn't come with the bar in that color yet, and they said that the bar would come in September. It is now October, the bar has still not been announced, but that's okay. There's no necessity, but it would make showering more fun. In the meantime, I still got the shower head in the color that I wanted, but I got it in the color pink. I really like the idea of having like a pink and green bathroom. So far it's very green in there, not enough pink, so gotta bring the pink back in. This is mighty boy. This is maybe like 3 pounds. Wow, giving so much more pink on camera. It's a very blue pink, it's almost purple in person. Here's the filter. I wanna see how easy it is to remove and such. Okay. That's not bad, and I didn't need instructions for that, so. Does it stop? It does not stop. Do I just push it in and hope for the best? There's no threads in here, but it looks like, okay, yeah. Push it in and hope for the best. That's self-explanatory.
Went on a grocery shop because I was craving my mocktail mojito, so I grabbed one of that, and I saw they had like an orange aid kind of one. I hated the limonada, so I'm like really scared for the orange one. But we're gonna give it a shot anyway. But I'm gonna finish my walk first before heading home and giving that a shot. And I'm also gonna throw it in the fridge because I'm not gonna drink a lukewarm filter. I might, actually.
I wanted to install the shower filter first because I didn't know how long it would take. It took not even 15 minutes. It didn't work the first time, but then I remembered there's a piece that fell out, a little mesh rubber gasket thingy. I didn't know what the mesh thing was up until I turned on the shower head and water went everywhere. So I knew exactly where it was supposed to go now that it was like wrong. Beyond that hiccup, things went smoothly. And so I wanted to crack open a cold one after doing some work in my home. Let's crack this big boy open. That was a good one. Wow. 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 Okay. This, wow. It's like a fusion of Minute Maid and Tropicana and sparkling. This is so good. This is absolutely a morning staple. I took one of the pills and like immediately my nose started dribbling, but I'm fairly confident it's coincidence and it's genuinely not that instant of a relief, but it'd be cool if it was. I'm back from my walk and I got a package. I don't think I told you. What I just dropped off at the post office is my RSVP for a wedding. I have no idea what to wear. And so I panic bought a dress. This one was affordable for me, less than $80, I'm pretty sure. And it is just a tube top, black tube top,
floor length dress. I watched a YouTube video on like wedding guest dresses, and this is one of them that was linked. I thought it looked so good on the person doing the YouTube video. I have a completely different body type, but it is just I don't remember there being ruching on here because I would not have bought it if I knew. Okay, well, not as long as I was expecting it to be because it's definitely going to barely my ankles, definitely like a lower shin situation. And if it doesn't fit, I'm going to cry and return it. But I think this had free returns, so that shouldn't be an issue. It doesn't have free returns because it didn't come with a label, so there's that. I'm getting around to trying the dress and I hate it. It looks fine on camera, but it is a tiny bit too big. The ruching, whatever the hell they have going on over here, makes it look even bigger and like more ill-fitting. This is one that I am probably gonna try and return. If it was just like one smooth dress, how I thought it was and how it looks pictured, like then I wouldn't have any issues, but because why is it only ruching on one side? This is pissing me off. I'm actually angry, but that's okay. I have been able to pinpoint where my anxiety is coming from. And I know what I need to do, which is good. Unfortunately, I need time to do it. So that's where I'm at. I probably just hit the half-hour mark, and yeah, my mental health is like not doing too hot, but I still think I can get my 75 hard done. We are so close to the end that I'm not gonna stop just yet. Good morning. Woke up still anxious, head full actually. I miss when my brain would just be quiet, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know how long I'm gonna be feeling this way, and so I need to figure out new ways of combating that, and I think part of that is leaving my home. So I'm going to the mall in the Bronx. So there are a couple of dresses from the Windsor website that I like and are way more affordable than the dresses I was originally looking at, so hopefully I find something I like. I just remember I've never been in that store. I always walk by it. I just assumed it would be expensive because maybe I go at the same time of year. It's always like formal wear, like prom dresses by the time I'm walking by it. Shows you how frequently I shop at malls. I have a couple dresses from the website that I thought were doable, and if I find them in person, even better, then I can try them on and make that judgment for myself in person. Then don't have to wait for shipping. But if they don't have the dresses that I was looking at, I don't mind placing the order, trying them on at home, and returning them in store for free.
This is one that I think I saw online but wasn't obsessed with, but it's so much prettier in person, and there's glitter all over my chest. That's what I don't want. Yeah, that's not going to fit my boobs. We're going to try it on anyway. I think this dress is cute. If I had a smaller chest, I would probably go for it. This is another one where the bosoms are too big. I think this is a glorious dress. I think it fits me so well. My problem lies, I wish there was a slit. I do feel like my thighs are suffocating a bit. This has so much gaping and there's no way around it. The lighting in here is horrific. Oh, this looks so good. But it's a bit at the top, which is like, I think this is a fantastic dress. I just wish if it was just patched up here, I think it'd be perfect. Wow. I love this dress. I think this is sexy and conservative enough. My concern is the color, if she's okay with red at her wedding. So I will figure that out. But no matter what, I'm buying this dress. It looks too good to just leave it. This is not bad. It's not my favorite. And also there is a ruching, so there's no way that this is even a contender. For a strapless dress, I actually like this one. I think the color is also really good. It's as close to black as I feel comfortable, but it has silicone that's like nowhere near touching my chest, so this is not going to like stay all night. Well, maybe the corset, I don't know. I'll ask for help and see if it changes my mind. Now that it's tightened, I kind of love her.
I think this is like a have it in my closet just in case for a special occasion dress. Trying on that many dresses was emotionally taxing, but I had so much fun.
As I was setting down the dresses, I asked like what the return policy is, and they basically said if it has a purple tag on it, which all of the dresses I picked up did, then it's final sale. However, if you purchase it online, then you have 2 weeks to return it. So I basically could have like placed this order online, but there were some dresses that I don't like. The navy blue one would have never picked out. Like I literally nixed it because I was like, if it's strapless, it's a no. But that I really ended up liking that one. So glad I went in person. I want to do something a tiny bit different on this walk, something that I've done before if you watch my Vlogmas. Today, it's not just a walk. We are looking for beauties. I want to capture 5 things on my walk that I consider beautiful. And of course, I will be sharing with the class, with the chat, excuse me. As you know, I'm old, trying to connect with my young folk. I need to stop. Anyway, so we are gonna have a jam-packed walk today because we're gonna look for, let's say three beautiful things. We're gonna read and we're gonna journal. Let's do it.
I knew it was 70 degrees out, but I didn't know it would be like a hot 70. I don't know how to explain that. But it's a very nice day out and I'm very warm and overdressed. Ooh. So I'm on my walk right now and I'm currently reading, and I'm going to take some time to journal as well. I just don't know if I'm going to be in the mood to do any of this by the time I get back. Other than stretching, I need to make time for that. But yeah, I just want to make sure I do my 75 hard today before it becomes like an issue while traveling basically all day. So
yes, I did almost forget to pack the things that I'm literally going to leave my house for. So my returns in my bag, sweater on my body. I will deal with it when it needs to be dealt with. We're off now.
This is a Primark, which is nice. This feels like an actual mall versus like the New York City malls. So Staten Island is a different beast, but she's cute sometimes. I'm probably one of the few natives that don't hate Staten Island.
I successfully did the return, but I had to peruse through the store. So I'm gonna give this a try on and then probably wander the mall some more. It fits my hips well, so if I size up, it'll be a problem. But I thought the bottom would be flowier.
So the bus won't get here for another 40 minutes, which, why did I buy seafood and think I was going to transfer fries? That is so much bigger than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. Fries are good. Could be crispier. They're good. I think these will reheat well, which is fantastic. Very saucy. It's pretty. That's very good. I'm very fond of this.
Waiting for the bus. Says it'll be here in like 18 minutes, so I could have stayed in the mall, but I'd rather not lose the, because then the next one comes in like an hour. So I probably would come back to this mall. It was huge, but maybe like I can't see myself doing it on purpose again. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm back, and one of my neighbors was giving out clothes for free, and they're my size. So I'm gonna give these a try on, and if they don't fit, then I'm gonna go put them back. I feel like I look good in like 70s attire, so I really mostly grabbed it for the collar. Yeah, these are cute. Okay, love this. This is cute with like a little skirt. This feels trendy. With the pink shirt under this. This is so cute. I think my challenge now, ooh, this one might be tight, would be to find pieces that match it. I still like it though. Love, love, love. Ooh. This is nice. Oh, if this came with pants, this would be fantastic. I love this. Oh, this is classy. This one's more of like a pirate shirt, which honestly I've been looking for one. So hopefully it fits how I like. Yeah. More of like a 3/4. This is so fancy.
Oh, this is cute. I don't know. I don't think this is giving what I wanted it to give. I think I hate it. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. It's cute, just I don't like it. Okay, so this one I'm gonna go put back so it can go to a better home. This is so cute and professional. It's just a little short in the arms. Can I do something about that? Get over it? I think it's cute. I'm gonna keep it. If I really need to, what I can do is like add like black fabric to end the cuff on the black. Really like this a lot. And then the two other vests in like a tannish gray and a black. I'm happy. Okay. Oh, this is one of those with the little bow collar. I think this is cute with like a little mini skirt. It's adorable. I like this a lot. With like a little red skirt. It's cute. I had to put on a little red skirt. I think it's adorable. I was picturing something significantly more structured, but the vision is there. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, I love it. So I'm gonna return that one shirt and keep the rest. Yay! I had a very successful day today. Woke up feeling sad because I woke up feeling anxious. And last night I took like a rhodiola. I don't know what it's called. I took a pill that's supposed to help with anxiety. And I took it in hopes that I wouldn't wake up with anxiety. And I did. And that's why I'm sad, is because I feel a little more helpless every day. But you know, today just started. I can't let that, because I've been waking up anxious every day and I've had pretty bad days because of it. And recently I've been having good days, not because of it, but despite of it. And I'm just hoping to get things better. You know, the feeling is gonna stay, and that really sucks, but I've been able to distract myself recently, and I think today will be no different, especially since I have stuff to do. My face feels like I've been crying. I did cry last night, but like with enough time to not wake up feeling like I've been crying. And this is like a newer thing. Where is this coming from? I hope you don't mind me expressing what I'm going through emotionally. For me, sharing this is more of like a potentially we're going through it together. I know a lot of my friends are dealing with their own stuff, and you know, we chat about what we're going through, and it is a bit sad, but you know, there's light at the end of this huddle, and I hope that that's what these videos are, and not just me complaining, because I'm trying to be better. You know, we're all trying to be better. Dealing with mental health issues really sucks. Depression, handled, got it, right? Me and depression, locked in. I've been dealing with her since before I even knew what depression was, not exaggerating. And anxiety is the newer one. That's the one where I start to feel a little helpless. It's fresh and it feels unnecessary. Like I feel like if I hadn't gone through the things that I've gone through, I wouldn't have anxiety, which is true, because I hadn't had anxiety. And it started because of these things, but it's like, I can't go back and change other people's actions. I just need to figure out how to not feel triggered. I don't know if that's like targeting the symptom or like curing the root. Like if I'm feeling anxious, finding out what makes me anxious. Okay, treating the symptom is just like, how do I not feel this way? Whereas finding the cure and like, I hope there's a cure. I really do. Anyway, definitely need water, definitely need to blow my nose, and definitely need to start journaling. There's only so much time in a day. I have this like want to flee, but alas, things must get done. That's okay. If I do them today, then I can flee tomorrow. Science. I'm gonna go work out now, and when I get back, actually to start working. And once I get a good handle on that, I'm going to edit and shower. I don't know in what order. This is a safe space. I am starting to disassociate. Just a tiny bit. I feel it. I think I need it, quite frankly, but I also am aware that it's not the best thing to escape. When I said I wanted to flee, I was thinking more of like the country, not my body,
you know? Yeah. I think right now I'm having the debate of like, should I? In addition to while I'm escaping from myself, I'm just like, I don't know if that's a good idea. So right now it's like a tug and pull that I'm feeling energetically. So I'm gonna start my walk now because I need it, and maybe it'll make me feel better and then I won't need to disassociate, or maybe it'll be the reason to disassociate. Stay tuned and find out. My favorite thing about having treats throughout the day is like, I just sit here and I enjoy it. I don't think about anything other than this is nice. Maybe I should plan more treats throughout the day for myself. I wasn't expecting this week to be as challenging as it's been, but I'm so proud of myself for making myself feel better, and I like that this video is turning into more of like a how can I combat my anxieties, because I'm definitely gonna look back onto this video just for tips and tricks for myself, and maybe someone else can gain some inspiration as well. I went way out of my norm by going to Staten Island. I've done a ton of shopping, well, try-on shopping, and I don't think I shared this, but when I was in Windsor and I was like collecting all of the dresses I wanted to try on, it really felt like a shopping spree, which I've never been on a shopping spree because I can't afford it just yet, but I loved being able to like try on all the dresses to pick the perfect one, and it made me excited to go on that adventure. I usually go shopping with a purpose, especially when it comes to in-store shopping, so I'm glad that I went with a purpose but still had fun with it. And I'm hoping not all of my tips and tricks revolve around capitalism, because sweet treat, something to look forward to, going out of my comfort zone, heading to Staten Island. Granted, I went to Staten Island to return something, so I essentially made money, but then I bought food. But like net positive. I found beautiful things. That wasn't capitalistic driven, you know, so now I have little gems of like how I can help myself, which is nice. I try and be grateful and look for good in my life because my brain does a really good job at making me feel not good, especially now with like a new mental health issue. And even with that, it still doesn't like completely cure. I mentioned this literally earlier today, but struggling with depression my entire life, like I just feel like I can manage it very well. And I think as much as I would love to just not deal with anxiety, I know that potentially this is something I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. And I know there are people who have experienced it for majority of their lives, so they're just like boo-hoo. But for me, this is new, this is fresh, this is like having it for the first time. It's jarring and it does feel unmanageable, and it often feels like I'm not going to win the battle against my anxiety, but I am grateful to still find pleasures in life. If I ever get to a point where there's literally nothing to be grateful for, I've gone way too far, because I still have been able to find good things in life with depression. And there's no reason why having anxiety should take that away from me. As shitty as life is, there are good moments, and those good moments are worth living for. I'm not suicidal, by the way. I just sometimes need to take a minute to just be grateful that I'm alive. Even though sometimes it sucks to be alive. You know? You know. I mentioned that I am not certain whether or not me being in a worse state on camera is entertaining to anyone, but I just spent some time with Lisa, and I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, but we took some time to just like really just vent to each other, and neither of us are really in a good spot, and I've come home just now and I feel so much better. So I think there is room in this world for sharing going through rough moments, and I think I'm comfortable being that person for people. Life isn't always great, and I feel like I'm at a point now where
There are a lot of creators who don't want to record when they're going through a rough time. Hell, I don't want to record when I'm going through a rough time, but it's always nice to know that like things get better. And I am very pro documenting the rough moments in addition to the good ones, because life isn't just the good moments, and in order to cherish those good moments you have to be in an awful space. Like you look back and it's just like, wow, that was so great. Or even like you experience great things because you've already gone through hell, you know? There is growth and balance and necessity in having good times and bad times, and I'm glad I got to share a bad time with my friend because we could be there for each other. And for those of you who made it this far into the video, thank you so much. Just know that I appreciate you deeply, and whether you're going through it or you're having a good time and just thought you'd want to hang out with me, I appreciate you dearly. If you made it this far into the video, whether you're feeling similar to me, felt similar to me, and just needed comfort in knowing that like life isn't just rainbows, thank you so much for spending your time watching this. It genuinely means a lot. I love creating videos and I do have to remind myself of that sometimes, but as infinite as time is, it is so finite, and I'm so grateful that you have chosen to spend that time with me. So I did complete 75 hard today, which is fantastic because we are entering the final week of 75 hard. I'm so proud of myself for making it this far, and I'm gonna end strong. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video.